Hello viewers and good evening. Welcome to Science TV 4 p.m. news with me Ruth Wairimu and my language interpreter Irene Chebiwot. Let's focus on our news. The High Court of Kenya has scheduled the hearing of 7 petitions seeking the removal of Chief Justice Martha Koome and other Supreme Court judges. The judges have been given 14 days to file their affidavits in response to the petitions, which allege misconduct and gross misbehavior. The petitions, filed by various legal practitioners and members of the public, have been consolidated to streamline the judicial process. The court's decision aims to ensure a fair and orderly hearing while upholding constitutional procedures for the removal of judges. Legal analysts say the case raises important questions on judicial independence and accountability. The outcome of the hearing could set significant precedents for the judiciary, particularly regarding how complaints against senior judges are handled in Kenya. Moving on, the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, EACC, has raised the residence and offices of Anti-Counterfeit Authority ACA Board Chair Josephat Gichunge Kabeabea over allegations of bribery, extortion, and unexplained wealth. The operation, carried out on Thursday, comes amid growing concerns about misconduct and financial inappropriate within the authority. According to EACC officials, the raids targeted documents and records believed to be linked to the alleged offenses. Kabeabea has been arrested and is currently being held at the Integrity Center as investigations continue. The allegations include demanding bribes from companies under threat of counterfeit goods accusations, with amounts ranging from 150,000 shillings to several million shillings. Observers say the case should have far-reaching implications for governance and accountability within state agencies. The EACC has indicated that updates will be provided as the investigation unfolds, while stakeholders call for stringent measures to ensure public office holders uphold integrity and transparency. And to our other news, the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, IEBC, has announced that it will summon candidates contesting the upcoming by-election in Kasipul constituency over reports of deadly campaign violence. Commission Chairperson Erastus Edung Ethekon said the electoral body's investigations team has concluded their field assessment and a code of conduct enforcement committee will begin hearings on Monday. The move follows violent clashes in the constituency that left 2 people dead and several injured. Ethekon condemned the incidents and warned that any candidate or party found to have breached the electoral code of conduct risks disqualification from the race. The by-election, scheduled for November 27, 2025, became necessary following the death of the sitting member of parliament, The IEBC emphasized that preserving a peaceful and fair electoral environment is imperative and pledged to deploy its full range of disciplinary tools if needed. Moving on, the Central Organization of Trade Unions, Cotu, has called on Kenyan workers abroad to register with embassies, high commissions, and consulates to protect themselves from exploitation, detention, and lack of government support. Cotu Secretary General Francis Atwoli said registration ensures workers are properly documented and allows the government to intervene in cases of abuse or legal challenges. Atwoli noted that in the past 6 months, the union has received increasing reports of Kenyans abroad facing mistreatment, work permit cancellation, deportations, and other challenges. He also warned against exporting activism, where some workers engage in political activities abroad without following diplomatic procedures, sometimes putting their work permits and safety at risk. The union emphasized that registering with Kenyan missions is part of responsible citizenship, allowing workers to act as law-abiding ambassadors and ensuring government protection when needed. Cotu said the move complements broader government efforts to safeguard Kenyans overseas and combat risks such as forced labor, human trafficking, and exploitation. Beloved Kenyan gospel singer Betty Bayo will be laid to rest on Thursday, November 20th, 2025 at Mugumo Estate along Kiambu Road. Her family has confirmed the funeral comes 10 days after the singer passed away at Kenyatta National Hospital following a battle with acute myeloid leukemia. The family has organized a memorial service at Christian Foundation Fellowship Church on Kiambu Road, where Betty Bayo worshipped. The funeral arrangements are estimated to cost around 3 million shillings, covering various aspects of the send-off and burial ceremonies. Betty Bayo's death has drawn with widespread grief across the gospel music community and her fans, who have continued to pay tribute to her impactful music career and spiritual legacy. Her body was earlier transferred to Kenyatta University Teaching and Referral Hospital mortuary ahead of the funeral preparations. Moving on, smallholder tea factories under the Kenya Tea Development Agency, KTDA, earned 1.22 billion shillings from the sale of 4.8 million kilograms of tea at the Mombasa Tea Auction. Marking the strongest returns in the past 3 months, Mununga, Rukuriri, and Kimunye factories leading the top prizes, reflecting high demand for quality Kenyan tea. The strong performance comes as global buyers continue to show interest in Kenya tea, pushing prices higher and boosting revenue for smallholder farmers. KTDA officials noted that consistent quality and efficient factory operations were key factors in securing premium prices. KTDA management said it will continue supporting smallholder factories with improved processing facilities, farmer training, and marketing initiatives to sustain these gains. The results are expected to positively impact farmers' incomes and strengthen the competitiveness of Kenyan tea in international markets. That's all we had for you, our viewers. Thank you for joining me for the 4 p.m. news. You've been with me, Ruth Wairimu. Have a nice evening.